Hi Leo, my Leo. Welcome to my channel if you're new. If you're new, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get updates. I skip around a lot and read intermittently. The videos break into two this month, Leo. I do the tarot first in the first video, and then the second part will be the most important part. It will be advice and messages from solar system, universe, and the guides. I'm going to do a situational reading for you. We're going into retrograde. Mercury's going into retrograde into your house. Please Google this and read about it. If the messages don't resonate, understand that there are almost 8 billion humans on the planet, and this is a general forecast. If you want something specific, Leo, message me or comment. I will give you a free Celtic Cross personal reading. Also, check your moon and sun sign, what was rising in the sun and the moon at the moment of your birth. If you're looking for messages of love and matters of the heart, check what was rising in Venus at your birth. If love is pertinent, it will come up and I will speak of it. If it is not, it will not. Humans always want to know about love and money. This will come out in your readings, but not necessarily. So let's get started. July 7th, retrograde happening tonight. For Leo, universe. For Leo, one of my all-time favorite signs. Some very important people in my life are Leo. I'm crazy about Leo. My prideful, outgoing leaders, my strong ones, ruled by the sun. For Leo, please, those born on Earth between July 22nd or 23rd, July 23rd to August 22nd birthdays. For Leo, universe. For Leo. For Leo, please, for July, moving into July for Leo. Wake up. We have Three of Swords. And we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Let's talk about this, Leo. So what this is telling me right away is something's hurt you, something has come to an end, and you're going to disassemble it. You're going to take it apart because it's not working for you the way it is. Let me talk to you about the Three of Swords, Leo. If you're new to the tarot, you don't understand the meanings of the cards. I know a lot of people don't. This is a person that's wallowing in this heartache and sorrow. Your heart's been broken, so is your mind. The emotions associated with the broken heart are overrunning your logical thought process, possibly. You're feeling debilitated. It's just a mess of sorrow and woe. This can be unrequited love. This is often a love triangle or triangulation of some kind. Something is separating you from yourself and an idea. It can be a myriad of triangles. It could be like you and your work and something separating you from it. It could be a literal person. But it's often about like a doomed relationship or some doomed relationship of some kind around you. There's failed trust, broken promises. They've left you in despair. If it's a relationship, it's foretelling of the end coming near. Either by a separation or just a sudden departure. Arguments, harsh words, conflicts in general, and they leave a bitter taste in your mouth. If it's career and partnerships, they may also suffer the same treatment. If it's at work, it's miscommunication, misunderstanding, counterproductivity, and a grief. And it's really put you in a place where you're now, as a result, in a Page of Pentacles energy in reverse. It's in reverse. She is done with the pentacle. She begins to disassemble it and reassemble it again. Something isn't working. Something's not working, and you're needing to rebuild it and start it in a different way. But it also, the Page of Pentacles in reverse is a person that's lacking a connection to the rest of the world. And that may or may not be a good thing for you, Leo. You find yourself kind of lost in the wilderness of your own mind. You're distracted by the form, the function, or the form of the pentacle, and you're not understanding like the magic or this of the symbolic nature behind it. It's limited beliefs and bogged down. You're feeling the need to be very practical and work out of a place of practicality and necessity right now. Whatever this situation is, it's making you step back and reevaluate, like, all right, look, it's a minor loss. Page of Pentacles in reverse talks about a minor loss in the area of your pentacles, your earth stuff, your work stuff, a working relationship. Even if it's a romantic or familial relationship, the way it's working and you're working it, you feel a breakdown in it, and you must rethink it and rebuild it. You want to, because it's been a difficult situation. This card talks about small losses and difficulties also arising from distraction, a lack of imagination, from team members, from another person, another source, or even you. And you're feeling like this whole situation, whatever it is, this Three of Swords, is making you pull back and feel the need to be more pragmatic and take a conservative approach. Let's rework it. Let's be more pragmatic, because this is a matter of the heart that's really hurt you. You're feeling like the way to deal with it is to take it apart and reassemble it. Look at it in a different way. Look at it from less cups, which is hearts, and more pentacles. Feeling the need to pull back and be pragmatic and realistic. And also like a complacency, like you're over this situation. You're over it. You're even bored with it. You're like, come on. You're rolling your eyes. But I'm seeing like the first plan of action didn't work. Let's take it apart and rework it again. Or if it's a more of a matter of the heart, it's you feel like you need to take a different approach and pull back because it's hurting you, and you're done with this feeling. You're done with that. What else? What else? The situation for Leo. Talk to me about the situation, the other people involved, the other person involved. There's a 3 here. Could be more than one person involved in this situation. Possibly. For Leo. What else for Leo? Okay, well, I've got 3 cards here. Normally I only do 2. We've got 6 of Wands. It was the thing. Or you put something or someone up on a pedestal in some way. Ace of Wands in reverse, though. There was a spark that's not sparking now. Ideas not coming to fruition. But Ace of Pentacles is on their mind. Interesting. Let's talk about that a little bit. This is interesting. I'm seeing a cycle here. I'm seeing a cycle here for this situation that you're in, or this could be another person, could specifically be another person, or specifically be the situation that you're in. There's a lot of generosity and giving and receiving going on here, and then that stopping in the middle here with this Ace of Wands in reverse, which is telling me that we moved from one feeling of giving and receiving and it being prosperous and put on a pedestal and acknowledged in some way, and then that sort of came to a halt, and it's causing the person or the situation to move towards a reevaluation of starting something new in regards to Pentacles. Pentacles is just loosely earth stuff. It is money. It is what you think, what you feel. your time, your energy, what you spend in any way here on earth. So, Six of Wands, this is an abundant generosity, giving freely. Either you or someone else in the situation. It was a prosperous situation. Charity, generosity, and overflowing. You could be the giver or the receiver in this situation of wealth that is shared. You were sharing a lot of wealth, or somebody else feels as though, or literally were sharing a lot of their wealth with you. Helping hands, extended, lots of support, especially with careers. Could very much be a career thing. You felt like, or just your life, there was a lot of support and a team effort, but that problems started to plague the path and bumps and hurdles needed to be cleared. Also could mean like promotions from above, bringing you closer to your goals. It's support. Family members sharing their winnings, partners investing more of their time or themselves in a relationship. Somebody may have felt like they gave it their all and they gave you a lot. I gave you everything. I put you up on a pedestal. Or you might have put someone or a situation up on a pedestal, and just poured it on. There was an outpouring of one way or the other. One way or the other here. But then with, this Ace of Wands in the reverse, this is an energy being suddenly blocked up, suddenly blocked up, and not able to see something through to fruition. Coming out of this energy, it's a block creativity that's difficult to overcome, and life seems stale and stagnant with this energy. It's an inability to create something new. And it wore away at optimism. Maybe somebody feels like they just gave and gave and gave and gave. Put that person or the situation up on a pedestal for what? For nothing. At the end of the day, the efforts were in vain. Someone feels like this situation was in vain. Could be you, could be another person. Either way, you or someone else gave it your all and you really feel like it was in vain. There's a hindrance, there's a block of development and a fulfillment. There is a delay. There's a delay in some way. And it's moved you, to this Ace of Pentacles moment, but it's in the upright. This is prosperity. This is about, like, you're right there with them, kind of. If this is all you, or it's this is a story of an ongoing situation you're in, or this is you and somebody else, nobody feels like it's prosperous anymore. Somebody in the situation, be it you or another person, feels like they gave so much. You're in a place right now, Leo, where you're like, let's take it apart and redo it. There's a triangulation here. I'm hurt. It's sorrowful. I feel very blocked up by this. I'm going to be more pragmatic and be more careful with my pentacles. Pentacles here. Pentacles. And ideas just stopping in vain. Perhaps not appreciated. Perhaps all this support and all this effort wasn't appreciated. Either way, it's moved the whole situation, the both of you, or just you, or everybody involved. We've got a 3 here. We've got 2, 3. We've got a 6, and we've got a 3. We've got a page. We've got 2 aces here. This earth stuff, big time. Earth stuff, big time. But when the Ace of Pentacles is drawn, the world surrounding you is filled with wealth and financial prosperity. This is where this situation wants to take itself. Everybody wants to get to this Ace of Pentacles all the time. Okay, this is a better quality of life, more comfortable surroundings, more wealth, more prosperity. Let's take this apart and put it back together. The ideas we have aren't working. Somebody is giving too much, maybe out of balance, possibly. I'll flower underneath. The whole situation wants to be moved towards something that's profitable, that arises from effort and endeavors. Everybody's going to need to work hard to get there. Everyone feels like they're pushing and working hard to get there. They want to move to a place of rapid growth, and they don't want it to be in vain. Everybody involved wants this situation to be grounded in stability. Everybody wants to feel comfortable. Everyone wants to be grounded and stable. And nobody wants to feel like what they're doing is in vain. I'm sensing that this might be a little out of balance. I'm hearing a lot of, I poured my all on, I put this up on a pedestal, I made it the thing. And now, it's not. You're feeling like you're hurt by it, you want to take it apart, and everybody wants to get to that Pentacles. I hear you guys. I mean, I get it. I get it. They got 3 cards. Well, I'm going to flower for Leo more now with these cards. Let's see. For Leo, universe, talk to me about the 3 of Swords. Why is this here for them? Talk to me more about the 3 of Swords for Leo, please. 3 of Swords for Leo. Yeah. I know. You have a lot to say. 1 or 2 cards, please. Please, universe. For Leo, under the 3 of Swords, please. We've got the King of Swords in reverse. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting a bigger picture here. Sorry, I don't have a lot of room here. Need better. My IT person is not helping me with this. Just work with me here, people. For the Page of Pentacles in reverse, we'll talk all about this. Well, you definitely feel like somebody wasn't being fair. And that you worked really hard. The Knight of Pentacles is the proverbial workhorse. You felt like you were working for a King of Swords in reverse. Not very appreciative. But talk to me about the Page of Pentacles in reverse, universe. For Leo, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, please. 4 of Swords in reverse, foundational breakdown, and the Chariot. Yeah, you're going to flee from this situation. You're done with it. You're going to move away from it. You're going to move towards something more positive. I'm going to break it all down for you, though. Starting with these 2 underneath. First of all, whatever has led you to this awful looking, feeling place, like you have to defend yourself against 2 different things. There are no accidents. I picked this deck for a reason. I like the way it's depicted here. It's telling me something about how you're feeling in this situation. In this situation, either you or someone else, this could play itself out in a couple different ways. First of all, this could be a person that you're dealing with. The King of Swords in reverse is not your friend. This is a person that will, they're blinded by their own brilliance, and they abuse their power. They wield that sword for their own gain. They cut down those before them and manipulate people to get what they want. This is someone that absolutely abuses their power for personal gain. This is a person with malicious intent that will manipulate a situation and prey on someone else's insecurities and trust. In a social situation, this is a person who will cause a stir and stir the pot just for fun. They like to play devil's advocate. They're challenging, and they find themselves in arguments just for the sake of arguing. It's about mental capacity. They like to mess with your mind. Don't sign contracts with these people. Somebody tried to manipulate you in a situation. And it's an abuse of power overall. And it seems like Leo might have gotten involved with a person or a situation that's gonna coming at you from the mind and not from the heart. Like they're all business. Like, look, it's not show friends, it's show business, okay? I don't really give a shit about you at the end of the day. You are a means to an end. But it could also mean that if this is you, it doesn't have to be so ugly and nefarious. For some Leo watching this, this may simply be the energy that you have to embody. It's a dog eat dog world. Maybe you have to step back and be not in your heart and in your head and be like, look, I got to do what I got to do. This is not a matter of the heart. This is just business. But for others of you, this is a shitty person in the situation, be it you or someone else. I'm always willing to entertain the fact that the people I'm reading for are the asshole in the story. We're not always good, okay? But I don't think it's that. I think it's possible, but I don't think so. It's about ego too. Yeah. Either you or someone else was a little egotistical. It's also somebody promised you something and didn't deliver. Yeah. Might have screwed you over in certain ways. And it's put you in this place where you feel like you're feeling like, all right, look, the Knight of Pentacles is the proverbial workhorse in the minor arcana, all of them. This is a very determined and hardworking person. They are working through for their goals. They are very ambitious. You were very ambitious in this situation. You have been. Whether you or someone else was this Knight of or King of Swords in reverse, where he's covering his face. He is not in his heart. He is in his head. He's not going to show you his feelings. Maybe you in a situation felt like you couldn't show your feelings. You had to pull back. You had to be a little cruel even in the situation. Perhaps. Perhaps. Or this is just someone else being an asshole in your life. This is an overbearing boss sometimes. Someone really narcissistic, often male or with a lot of masculine energy. It's a king, masculine energy. You know, energy is non-binary, people. We make it binary. We separate it between masculine and feminine. On occasion, people give me shit for saying divine masculine and feminine. Please don't come at me with that stuff. These are just words that we use. But it's a divine masculine energy, and it's negative. You either felt like you had to be this or someone is being this with you. And it's a triangulation at this point. Something is separating you. This sword driving up into this situation. It's pointing right at you. I feel as though you can't see it, but that's how they fell. I feel like someone's hurting you, Leo. And I'm sorry because you feel like you have been hardworking, you have been patient, you have given it your all. This is the workhorse for the king and queen. The king and queen are sitting on their throne. They're not working, they're leading things. They have a different job. Here's the workhorse right here, and that's been you. You have been conventional, you have been pragmatic, you tried to be, anyways. You did not care for the luxuries of your life. You put those aside and just worked. Um, and you were just trying to create stability. You were so loyal and so solid and so dependable in a time of need. That's why this hurts so much. That's why it's the Three of Swords, and it hurts so much because you worked your ass off in this situation. But it left you in a place where, again, it's pragmatism. This is a card of pragmatism. So is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Here you've got it in reverse. Underneath, you were the Knight. Effort, determination, drive to completion. Your tasks were hard, but they were also enriching. You were doing it because you wanted to. And you were really focused on the future for the whole situation. Maybe if this is about work and the company, you had the company's best interest in mind, even to the point where maybe you had to pull back and not be so loving and kind, or you worked your ass off for someone that did not freaking appreciate it. I think that's the deal. Either way, you are hurt. You are hurt by the situation. And the reason you're at this place where you have to break it all down and pull back and reassemble things is we've got this Four of Swords in reverse, and we've got the Chariot. I love the Chariot. It means cool things. And so does the Four of Swords in reverse. I mean, the swords are tough moments always, But these are adult moments. These are our life lessons. Whatever this situation is, it's definitely brought you some grief and you've worked your ass off. Somebody gave a lot, either you or another person, but it's a chariot moment. And the swords indicate important life lessons. Off planet, your soul looking down. I know they hurt. You're meant to have it. And this Four of Swords, fours are about foundations. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about it in reverse. What the Four of Swords in reverse tells me is you are pushed to this place of pragmatism and are like, all right, let's just take the whole damn thing apart and redo it. I need to look at this a little bit differently now. I need to pull back. That's because it was forced upon you. Something took a really negative turn and forced you to stop. It forced you to rethink these things. It's a high stress pattern that you have been forced to stop, reassemble, quietly meditate about, and like regroup, figure out what to do next. I'm overexerting myself. It's too much. It's too much. And you really want to do something different. Because the path you were on was hurting you, and you are going to move towards something new. And that's why this is a page. Page is an idea. It's not the knight. It's not action. It's a thought. How can I get myself out of this high stress situation that is forcing me to, because the Four of Swords in the upright is someone resting, recuperating, meditating. They need to go within, rethink things, and rejuvenate. When it's in reverse, that was forced upon you. You had to. It's stressing you out. It's keeping you up at night. And all you want to do is move towards something better. And I think you're gonna. Let's talk about the whole the situation, the other party, or, just this in general. Wow, you guys have gotten almost 30 minutes just with the tarot alone. I'm going to try and move fast for you, and then we'll get to the advice. But let's talk about this Six of Wands. I'm only going to do 4 for this, just like I did for you. Universe, talk to me about the Six of Wands. The Ace of Wands in reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles, please. The situation, the entire situation, this other party, or my Leo, whoever or whatever this is about. Universe, Six of Wands, Ace of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles, please. Everybody was hurt by this situation. Betrayal, pain. Oh my. Yeah, I gave you my all. I gave it everything. I put this up on a pedestal. I put you up on a pedestal. I gave and gave and gave, or someone gave and gave and gave to you, and both of you feel betrayed. All productivity stopped. Boom. This hurts. It's almost like the Tower. Hurt. Ouch. Somebody feels betrayed in a contractual relationship in some way. I feel like this is not about a matter of a romantic relationship entirely. Could be. What else? The Ace of Cups in reverse, under the reverse. Okay, so you poured it all on. Someone, either you or someone else or a group of you, poured it all on. And you are all done doing that. All done pouring it on. No more. I am not going to pour my heart into this situation. Either you or someone else or the group of you feel this way. Somebody feels very betrayed. Yeah. What else? 10 of Pentacles in reverse. It was the thing. It was very prosperous. It was very prosperous. And trickling down, like familial, work-related. The company or the family was doing really well, being very prosperous. The 10, and now it's not. It's not. right underneath. Boom, something came to a halt. You were supposed to inherit something. There was a promise of something that did not get delivered here. Promise of resources, promise of funds. We're all going to be taken care of. Really? I don't think so. What else in the situation for Leo under this Ace of Pentacles? Really wanting to start something new that is more prosperous. It will bring the whole situation gain. Everybody's hurt. Everybody needs and wants more. Judgment in reverse. Reconciliation might be necessary. A breach of contract may be necessary as well. The Devil. Yeah. So there's a negative toxicity here going on. I feel like this person might be a little bit of a narcissist. Look at them. It's a parade. Oh, look at me. I'm so amazing. This is the thing. Really? How come everybody's so hurt? How come everybody doesn't want to pour into it anymore? Because the freaking devil showed up. Someone is giving in to their own wants and needs. Somebody's being selfish. There could be possibly addiction coming into play here too. Drinking, drug problems. I'm feeling like it's a familial thing for a lot of you because I've got this 10 here. I've got this 10 and it makes me think of family or like a work family as well. There is a negative energy to it. Very much so. Very much so. And it has thrown someone off balance. It's a Libra energy. All the signs are present here. A contractual relationship or an agreement of some kind did not happen the way it was supposed to. And that's why this Ace of Wands is in reverse. The passion just went right out of it. We're going to do something different. Ace of Pentacles going in a new direction because what was underneath this is not healthy. Look at this bitch. That's personal gain. That's somebody allowing their shadow side to be in charge. And I've got, you know, with this King of Swords over here, yeah, somebody's being indulgent, unfair. And that might be why this Ten of Pentacles is flipped upside down and why Judgment is in reverse. There's an unfairness to the situation. It requires some reconciliation if you want to move to this Ace of Pentacles or simply a new contract drawn up and a new way of looking at things. Either way, there's a whole lot of hurt in the situation, be it you or the other party involved, and this other person or you do not want to pour back into this situation. That's rough. That's a tough time, Leo. A tough time. Even if it's not that dramatic, like I've described the tarot can be so dramatic, you know? Maybe it's just not that dramatic and you need to reevaluate the way you do things at work, at home, in your family. It's causing some grief and stress and people are being unappreciated. Maybe somebody's giving too much and not receiving enough. Maybe you need to focus on that and get this Ace of Cups into the upright and get this Ace of Wands, you know, the spark and fire and energy and passion. If you want to get these cards into the upright, get this devil out of here and get Judgment into